and hectic race here with Trauma Center's Second Opinion with Furler and Leo Kedron. Take it away.
Смотрим. Уже по постеру все хорошо.
Alright, hello everyone. Good evening.
Рейс чел пришел в костюме доктора, блин.
Yeah, I'm Leo Kedron.
I'm Leon.
Прикольно.
And me and Leo will be doing a race for X operations, which is the post game for Second Opinion. It's these 7 operations. You will see that there are 2 here side by side. That's 1 for each doctor. We will be running exclusively on Naomi's side because she's faster. And just before we start the run, I'll just do a quick introduction to the game. It's going to take like 40 seconds, just so you guys understand what's going on. Because it's going to get very hectic, very fast.
Повезло. Они объясняют, что происходит в ране. Спасибо.
You can see the orange dot on the screen. That's my Wiimote pointer. I move around. You can see the cursor moves around. And you can select tools with the nunchuck, and you can operate on people. And we'll be dealing with weird viruses. This is like the super difficult post-game. And you can just, suture cuts in it.
Yeah, Thaler's making pretty quick work of that.
Yeah.
But,
Ну это, короче, как
what
Wii
what's going
Sport,
on,
только
the main concept
операции
is
на
that,
людях получается.
we
То есть
have limited
этим
use
пультиком
of
нужно
tool.
управлять.
We will basically use
И,
each
по сути,
tool for the
рисовать.
entire run. But,
Это как в старых играх по Гарри
limited tool
Поттеру,
usage.
типа
So, we have to be
рисуешь
pretty careful on some of the ops.
спел, и он
And
кастуется.
because
Тут
the
надо
extreme
рисовать
ops, everything does a lot of damage.
узоры,
So,
чтобы
we're
операция
gonna be
делалась.
using the healing touch, which,
Прикольно.
allows us to boost vitals for basically every
Вообще все
action
спидраны на
sequence
Wii это
that
всегда
we
мем,
have.
потому что это, конечно,
But
Wii Mode,
I
этот
think-
контроллер,
I think
который
it'll
как
become
пульт,
pretty obvious
он
as
вообще
we start.
не то, что для спидрана не предназначен, он, в принципе, для игр не предназначен. Я не знаю, я когда маленький был, у меня был этот Wii Mode, это вообще жесть, конечно, с ним играть невозможно.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Сейчас посмотрим.
All right.
So the first X operation is Kiriaki. There's going to be a lot of cuts. It's level operation Furler a bit showed off the start of. So once we enter the patient, there's
Это, по
like
сути,
a
как
whole
будто ты
bunch
в
of
ВОС
cuts.
играешь,
The
получается.
big cuts need to be drained via the drain quickly, and the small ones can be instantly sutured using the sutures. Now we instantly use the healing touch, which is different for each doctor. This is Naomi's healing touch, so for each cool or good or okay mark, we get to heal the patient. And since Kiriaki
Жесть, а чё за
should
летающих,
deal a lot of damage, but
ящеров
since
она
these
убивает?
people are insanely fast, we literally do not care about the damage, since they are under the healing touch's power, and everything they do heals the patient, even though every time you expose the Kiriaki with an ultrasound, it deals damage. But it's already dead. Now we're placing the bandage, and the next operation is going to be Death Terra. This is
Они
the
прямо ровно идут,
so-called
смотрите.
RNG hell.
Сильно.
One of them.
One of them.
One of them, yeah.
There's 2 of them. But that's the first one. First of all, there's going to be a quote-unquote tutorial phase that they kept from the operation in the main game,
Интересно, эту
where
игру для
there's
кого-то
only
сделали, и
one
кто-то ее
set of
купил,
Death Terra.
получается, да?
So the main
Просто
gimmick
я
of
что-то не
this
представляю.
guild type, all these alien-looking viruses are called guild, is that there's 2 different colored thingies floating around. They're supposedly tumors, but they look weird, and they move around randomly, and they need to bump into each other of like the opposite color. And sometimes that can really troll you. As we move around, there's some blood pools spawning that we're draining, some tumors appear that we need to laser down a bit, but this is very much the tame part of the Terra.
Жесть, конечно, что происходит на экране.
This is why we call it the RNG hell. Furler's already out, but Leo is still dealing with the third health of the Deftera. Now Furler is going to move on to the second part of the Deftera, which is actually like the actual Deftera part, where there's 2 sets of these quote-unquote tumors, and if they bump into the same color as
Теперь их
can be
4,
seen
да
right
что за...
here, they will deal a lot of damage and spawn a lot of tumors. So they need to manage the damage though. We need to boost vitals in accordance, since if they let up on the vitals, well, the patient's gonna die. But if they keep only boosting vitals, well, the patient's going to be overwhelmed with a bunch of tumors and everything. there is a safe strat to keep the Deftera pairs on different sets of HT
Yo.
to make them not be able to bump the same colors together.
Ну,
and
чел на самом деле
deal
везет,
extra
он довольно
damage.
хороший получает рандом справа,
As you can
который...
see, Furler's having a lot of trouble with Deftera trolling, and Leo's about done. Oh, it's stuck together nicely.
I was a little nervous there.
Yeah, Deftera can really just say no to a run, essentially.
Yep.
I would have reset this long ago.
Yep. So the funny thing with XOps, right, is because it's only like 20 minutes long, if you get bad RNG for Deftera, you just reset. Try again, basically.
It's 3 minutes into a run, so
Не, он объяснил, что можно делать некоторые движения, которые повышают пульс,
treaty. I needed to count on
а
that.
некоторые движения лечат
So this
болезнь.
is
То
a
есть нужно
puzzle
делать баланс
that
того и
we're
другого.
going to ignore. The puzzle is you need to take out
Нет,
certain
теперь у него
forms,
еще
so
и
you can
иллюминаты
extract
какие-то в
certain
животе, или что это?
Doritos, as we call them, the green triangles. And you're not supposed to be quick enough to extract everything, so there's like certain rules for the triangles to respawn. Hopefully we won't see that. But we're just kind of ignoring the puzzle by just doing everything quickly.
We specifically left the 2 thorns because the timing is a little tight. You can do all of them if you're really fast, but it's just too risky.
Especially in a marathon. I almost lost the cycle there.
Next up is Titarti. It starts off with these 3 color tumors
О,
that you need
печень.
to inject
Это нам
a
всем
color
знакомо.
vial into them
У всех проблемы
and
с этим.
extract them. This is like the precursor to how actual Titarti looks like. It is
Особенно после
essentially,
марафона.
as Simon says, the color game. So you can see the little thingies. I'm
Вот
not
это
sure
мне уже не
that's called
знакомо. Я
this.
надеюсь, у меня
They
внутри
spew
такого
out,
нет.
like gas, or they temporarily appear with their color depending on the damage phase, and you need to inject the color that they represent.
Это как вот это
Once
аниме
again,
было
they appear
про
for a short time with yellow, purple, and
антитела
green
в
on your
крови,
screen,
которые тоже бегают,
and
с
on the
с
further
монстрами
screen,
сражаются.
they are going to be moving around and using gas. Once again, you keep injecting them with the correct color. If you inject the wrong color, those colored tumors at the start would spawn again, and you would need to extract, get hit by a lot of damage, and hopefully not die in the process. Each Tatarti takes 6 hits, I believe, in total, before we die.
Maybe 7?
7?
Yeah, I don't know.
I am a DS
yeah, yeah.
runner. I base my knowledge of
Я не
DS
знаю,
games
конечно, может ли
in
печень
DS
сама
physics.
It's
справиться
definitely 7.
с какими-то
It's
монстрами, которые ее атакуют. Лучше
Very
помочь.
impressive.
So Leo's is done with Tarty, and
Да,
next up is
конечно,
going to be
моя печень
Pempty.
вполне себе справляется с
Okay,
монстрами,
clever.
которые я пью
Good, good.
перед марафоном.
That Pempty is like a semi-auto scroller. It's going to do a bunch of attacks.
Я
We're
надеюсь.
going to wait for a cord to appear. So maybe a donation or 2 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We have $20 from Wrinkle that says, "It's pretty cool how we can all make a difference, even if it's only for a few dollars here and there. Thanks to everyone helping to make this event possible. And thank you so much for donating to help this great cause too." And I'm gonna throw in a $10 donation from Evanisia
А это что
that
такое,
says,
господи?
I stopped thinking 4 hours ago. Were we just here? Are you okay? And nonetheless, thank you for that generous $10 donation.
It's okay. I'll interject a little bit. So Pempty at the start shows off all of his attacks. Also, oh hi Pempty. So the pink cores shoot out and create a laceration that you need to suture, but our great players just kind of burn them with laser before they can do their things. The blue ones, they stand around for a little while, extend and create these little polyp tumor things. If you leave only one of them alive, it doesn't create too many tumors for it to be a problem. And the third attack
Мне
is
даже
just
страшно
when,
это
like,
переводить.
the gray cores
Лучше-
appear and
лучше не
circle
знать, что там
around, and
происходит.
that is simply the best attack, because our main
Всё
goal
очень
is
плохо.
to laser the core. So you can hold your laser over the gray cores as they are spawning and damage the core at the same time. And that is essentially all there is to Pempty, except there could be a very rare glitch that we call the Pempty skip, where the Pempty's dying animation could skip, and I will lose my mind if that actually is going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we all will.
So for now, I think I'm going to give it away for more donations.
Alrighty, we got a $5 donation from Naomi Place. Finally, a game where I'm faster. Good luck on the race, everyone. And thank you for that $5 donation. And we got $50 from Kata that says, for a saucy ESA summer. And saucy it will be indeed, because they put that towards the hot sauce incentive. So right now the hot sauce incentive is at 90 out of the 500. So if you want to see more people than poor Polyster eat some hot sauce later at the pedestrian, make sure to get those donations in. It's for an amazing cause, so you won't regret it.
Alright, Pempty is done now, or we're on to the most
Уже
insane
шестая
operation, I
операция
would
из
say,
7.
Paraskevi. Unlike in other X operations, the maximum vitals are capped at 50. Cutting open a Paraskevi worm would deal the patient 30 damage. We use Naomi's HT, where suturing a laceration heals with a cool heals for 20, with a good heals for 10. As you can see,
Теперь еще и паразиты.
Leo's
Ну,
is
это
about
супер, супер.
Leo's activating the healing touch and using the lag frames while his vitals are ticking down to suture
Вот реально, мне страшно представить. То есть они-то эту игру сделали, кто-то ее купил, кто-то в нее играл.
There is a little caveat to that. If he sutures too much while he is close to max vitals, his heal is going to run out, but the buffer damage might go too high. Another gimmick with Paraskevi is that if one of them stays on for too long, they will move on to the next organ and they want to reach the heart and burrow and kill the patient, but that's not going to happen. At worst, it's probably
Ага,
going
то
to
есть
reach
если
the
этих
third
штук еще
organ out of
не убить
5, I
вовремя,
believe. I don't
они
exactly
уплывут в
remember
сердце и
anymore.
уколят тебя в сердце.
No, that's such a big segment. I
Это
didn't
как
get
в
it.
детстве, типа, говорили, что
It's
если
fine.
Big segments
заноза
are dangerous
попадет в
because you
кровь,
need
то она
to
по
cut them a bunch, and now the
капилляру
healing
попадет
HP
в
has
сердце, и
run
ты
out.
умрешь. Тут то же самое,
that
походу.
first death.
The miss, no.
Misses deal like 10 damage on Skevy, I think.
Ой, им
The
придется
Stinghoffs
ресетать
did a lot
миссию.
more damage than
Вот
we
именно,
did, so
наверное, именно поэтому они
I'm not
взяли эстимейт
surprised.
большой.
Paraskevi is arguably the most difficult, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it happened.
We use
For
very
the-
risky strats.
Yep.
Little error and just like the patient's dead. Like they are literally utilizing lag frames to not kill the patient. That's
If-
how tight it is.
If you think the race is over, don't worry.
Yeah, if you
Subwater is insane.
if you remember all the way back in the Deftera, we did say it was one of the RNG points of the RNG hell. So, Furler is done with Paraskevi, and he's going to move on to Savato. This is a big, mean, red burning spider that wants to kill
Еще
everything.
и подкожный паук? За что?
So as Furler is going to enter the patient, there's going to be a bunch of these webs around that the game expects you to cut one by one, which would take forever and a half. We use a
Подкожный
glitch
паук,
where
дракон!
our tools get inactive. And once
Жесть.
you cut one strand of the web, your scalpel is broken. But if you tap Z with the inactive scalpel, it does the scalpel thing for a frame, and we can use that to cut more than the game expects us, thus skipping a large part of the operation. These there are 3 webs phases, and Furler is now on the 3rd one. There's a lot more webs. We're trying to do it with like 1 web spawn, I believe, or maybe 0.
И все в паутине, и нужно
But
скальпелем паутину резать.
always happen.
Жесть.
See? Yeah, another web spawns. With the web spawns little spiderlings that need to be lasered. And if they are not lasered and the last web is cut, they will slowly crawl into the Savato like this.
What is going on, dude?
God, that's taking forever, my guy. Normally we laser those to skip that animation, but
Now we're onto the angry Savato phase. where he does a bunch of attacks, and we want
А,
to
теперь он
laser
еще и
his
злой.
shell.
До этого он был
You
добрый.
can think
Понятно.
of his shell as having multiple HP bars, and the HP refreshes every single time it attacks. For the first hit, I believe you need like around 60% of laser's capacity, 60, 65, something like that. And once you get an okay, he does a large laceration that spawns little spiderlings. And Savato can really just be mean, and it's like attack in the midway of
Мне еще
lasers,
нравится, как у
like
них
he's
диалог
done a
просто
few times
застревает
now
на
for
экране, потому что они не хотят его
Yeah,
скипать.
this is the main reason why Thalos
И он
said
просто
no races wasn't
остается
yet,
на экране.
because it's possible one of us just gets very, very lucky and the other person has to deal with constant problems with the laser.
You might have noticed that Furler has burnt out the laser at one point. When the laser is very low, it is more worthwhile to burn it out completely and wait for a fresh laser than to wait for the red laser to regenerate to white. Once it's at around yellow, it's worth waiting, or when you're on the fourth quote-unquote health bar of Savato armor, it is worthwhile to just continuously tap to use as much as you recover without burning out the laser. Savato is being mean to both of you. This is just what Savato is.
It's worth pointing out the first phase, because it has so much like required laser to get through it.
Тут еще, оказывается, фазы
It takes
есть. Я
a
что-то
lot
пока не
longer,
заметил,
and that's when
что
you're
очень
most
похоже
likely to
выглядит.
get messed over by Savato doing an attack.
One more thing to note, once you're ending with one of the laser phases, like you're moving to the other side of the heart, you can just leave the lacerations and spiders around. They might just magically get cleaned up and disappear, and it's all fine. Furler is on the third hit. Leo is about to be done with the first hit, I believe.
Yep, second phase now.
So-
Oh, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Indeed, I did.
Laser was close to running out, and Savato attacking could have ruined everything. Each triple cut, I believe, deals 12 damage, so even if they're at low vitals, they know exactly how much Savato deals. That is a large
Он постоянно
laceration on
хилит
Leo's screen.
пациента, чтобы
The larger the
поддерживать
laceration,
ХП
the wider your
высоко.
sutures need to be, so if it's super wide off screen, it can be annoying. to
Турлер,
suture.
а Лео пытается, наоборот, как можно
So as
быстрее
Furler is
убивать.
about to finish,
и
one thing
особо не
the
хилить.
runners need to keep in mind is that vitals will need to be above 30 before they inject the quote-unquote final vial into the Savato, because if your vitals are below 30, your patient will die. Otherwise, it just gets set to 30 like it has been on Furler's screen. Now, Furler
15
waited
хп остается, страшно.
a few frames for like the blood pools to
Слева прямо
disappear.
все вообще
Otherwise,
порезалось.
the game
Жесть.
really just lags and this death animation takes forever.
Но он хотя бы умер.
But Savato is defeated, Furler needs to suture and bandage, and he's done. And Leo's just about done with his second hit.
I'm getting bullied over here, my guy.
Savato does like bullying.
Oh god, it's the skip. There we go.
Ну, получается, Турлер выиграл.
Sometimes on Savato it is smarter to wait out a little bit while boosting vitals, just to not burn out half your laser while Savato decides, oh, I'm going to attack now.
Ну,
So,
просто Лео не
once again, you
повезло,
can
он
see
умер
Savato
на
just
прошлом стейдже.
trolling Leo, burning out half the laser, and attacking again. Once again, an attack refreshes that phase of the health bar, and Savato is just feeling really mean to Leo.
The worst part is this is like pretty average for Savato as well.
Yep.
Here we go.
Maybe a donation before the final?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till he's done because I have a combo wombo donation here. That's gonna take a bit of
Oh.
time.
Alright.
Alright.
Savato's taking up a little bit of time as well.
А, Юрий профессионал, это легенда, конечно.
Just wanna laser it. Come on!
Ему постоянно приходится хилить, потому что топ постоянно наносит урон. То есть нереально играть вообще.
Usually I get whoever's in the chat to just spook it with some kind of sound alert. And it works. Not always, but
Was that the
I like to
second
believe.
hit?
Think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, come on!
It's just the final little...
Now Leo is going to boost a bit of vital since, as mentioned, he needs to have 30 before injecting.
Now just don't miss the start.
Ah,
I mean, you boost vital, so you get 2 chances. Very nice.
Interesting start. There we go. A 540, that's literally what I got in practice 3 times in a row.
Конечно,
Consistency
эти
of the
биороботы
games.
это страшно.
Not good consistency though.
Но в итоге Estimate очень хороший выбрали. Ровно под
Anyway,
20
that's the
минут.
bandage on. Let's get ready to.
All right.
There we go.
That is still an insane time. I can barely finish the operations myself, and these guys just speedrun them from like less than 20 minutes.
Alright, so this wombo combo donation is actually for Leo.
Oh no.
That's why I kind of have to wait a
Alright.
bit too. Let's start with $10 from Nordic Soy. Is this Leo playing a game with lasers?
Oh no. Oh no.
Make sure you pew pew that nasty GUILT. And $5 from Tempest Mask 1000. Hi Leo, I just wanted to ask about the portal gun I accidentally left behind in the operation room since ESA Winter 23. I think it's still active, so you're gonna have to go and disarm it. Don't worry though, if Derek can disarm a bomb, I don't see why operation tools can't do the same for this. Anyway, best of luck to you and Furler.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And thank you so much for that amazing round. Are
Ну,
there any
конечно,
final
поздно они
shoutouts you wanna make?
говорят про удачу на ране, потому что ран уже
has
кончился.
grown considerably over the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
starting with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started probably about 3 years ago, and here I am.
Indeed. But yeah, we have a Discord. If you want to join, just go to any of the game's speedrun.com page. We're pretty chill. Sometimes we race. We have a channel just to post young wonky stars. So if you want to have a laugh at
Yep.
that, yeah. And if you have any interest in speedrunning this game, we'll welcome you and give tips.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for that amazing race. Give it up for those amazing runners.
Игра,
But
конечно,
for you
уникальная.
at home, stay tuned because we have more amazing runs coming.